Okay, I'm back. And let me find my stream. I can't find my own stream. Personally, I want to be one of those guys that watch my own and feel myself too much. I might watch it to be like, I'm fixing something up. You know, things like that. Oh. Police killed me a while ago. About 10 years now. Police killed me. All the clothes I had was in my car. My whole life was in my car. I was basically living in my car, kind of, sort of, at the time. Have no DUIs, no DWIs. All my tickets came from being pulled over for bullshit. Basketball, football, baseball, and the bat, baseball and the bat. Do it, they're gonna be like, shit. It just took a life.
Racer here, dispatch.
That life could have been a little bit better than this one. When I lost my car, I lost my job. I was making like $1,000 a week after taxes. Now I'll be lucky if I make that every 2 weeks. I was working out in the suburbs at a temp agency. Killed. Couldn't make it out there to the job. It's not like the job was in the city. Not the job, but now it's work. What that sound is. promising future I had. Still. All because police are racist as shit.
2440 on our sights.
No DUI, no DWI. None of that shit. Seatbelt ticket, no insurance. Shit, they wouldn't, like, if you didn't pull me over, you wouldn't know. Why did you pull me over? Shut up, nigga. The motherfuckers told me maybe I should cut off my locks. I'm getting harassed, racially profiled, and I should cut off my head. Fuck that shit. But all of them ain't like that. That's why it's like, to be like hate law enforcement, I can't say I hate law enforcement. Ever since I was 16, I've been getting pulled over for no fucking reason. Not even legal to drink. Motherfucker pulling me over at sobriety checkpoint.
Looks like we got ourselves a racer
Because
here.
I'm young and black with a big body Buick. That piece of shit car. But I'm getting pulled up. Sobriety checkpoint. But it's so normalized. That's just what they do. Pull me out my car. Search me. My fucking jack door. What you got, nigga? Give me that shit. That shit. Within the first week of me having my car, I got pulled over. make so much money. My life would have been a little bit better. Probably wouldn't have to be here for stability. That was a change of point in my life. I refused to live in the bottom style because I need to be bad. Like Christmas happened that year. That's what I did. And my daughter, probably like 5 at the time, 6. Like, I want a Christmas tree. Y'all ain't got no Christmas tree. No. Man, I bought the Christmas tree. I bought the floor model too. I already decorated. Felt good about that. Like, we ain't got no more trees. I'm gonna put a floor model. We'll sell it for the normal price. Because we ain't got the box. It's not decorated and all. Yep. Bet. Let me get that. Then what fucking happened? Actually, going into there, fucking police pulled me away. But everything changed that year. Everything's changed. It's just been different. Even though I'm not making the same amount of money, I still think the same amount. I make it happen. What you want. Things started taking care of it too. The best I could. I only got one. It was cousin. And my daughter the same age. That year, her mother died. Her mother and my father died. Mother suicide. And she just, my daughter was saying age. Her cousin, her mother is my cousin, and we just was starting to get to know each other. Took my cousin away from her. And I'm like, if she want to be around, she could be here with us. If I had the money or had the means, I'd adopt it. I just don't have it to adopt it. But it's been part of my family since, like, core family. And when I take my daughter, take her holidays, all that shit. Let's go. Summer, she spent some chill. Stuff like that. So, just do my job. Here. If I still had that job, I wouldn't be begging help to my teeth. Before I got that job, that year before that, I wasn't working for like 6 months. No, it was like ain't got no money, people treat you different. Literally, it's like 6 to 8 months I didn't have a job. You know, and wasn't able to take care of myself properly. Depression, because I'm not the father I want to be. Life get hard. 25. Like, you know, I don't even think I'm right. When that happened, I was like 24, 25. Maybe. If I'm lucky. Maybe I go 25, 26. 20, I'm 38 now. That was, that's 5. Yeah, that's like 13 years ago. 25. Going through fucking midlife depression. Midlife crisis. You know, finally my daughter knows it, not like physically, but just to get her. Just all of that shit. Motherfuckers like, oh, that shit sweet. Take care of myself properly. But I got through it. Not exactly where I should be, but I'm somewhere. Manager now. Sad, man. Shit changed my life. You know, I was already on the come up and clip my wings. I hope I died on the ground. Good thing is, part of the order of the fucking Phoenix, bitch. From the ashes, another shall rise.
Eyes on our dangerous driver.
Still I rise. You know? And they still trying to clip my wings. Got music stolen from me. All types of shit. Like, I got music on albums. That's sold. I ain't make nothing. But I got my life. I got sanity. A lot of people don't come back saying, wherever the fuck I've been. Wish I knew where the fuck I've been. I can't go back. My driving's changed now. Learn how to drive and control. These Drift Pro tires, they really help. Like, the car go faster. But I'm a grown man. Can't drive like I can't play the game like a kid. wide turn, officer. Some people just don't let go of the drive button or the gas, the accelerator.
I bet that car isn't street legal.
Kid. Grown, man. Go with that accelerator. And technically, you don't have to let go of it. Just in order to control the speed, you hold down the brake button too. I'm letting y'all in on the secret. Then you ease up off the brake in order to speed up and shift gears. That's why my light's on. Drive the speed limit. Stay incognito. Don't mean I can't drift around corners. Speed. So let go. Speed up. Said my car ain't slow, even though it's just an A-class. A rolling stop, pull his ass over.
Dispatch, our purpose in a Buick. They hit my car!
Tied around Buick, I don't know that niggas rap the Buick and came and got the music.
We're getting in on the action too. All units, suspect continues to evade capture.
AWD has arrived on the scene, dispatch.
God damn. Oh, for little old me.
Look out! Let's see if we can't slow this clown down. All units, additional backup is on its way.
Experience. Mindset.
dispatch. Roadblock deployed.
What's up?
Not sure how much longer we can carry on, Control.
All units, we have a visual on the perp entering Apollonia District.
Welcome to the wolf pack. Usually they got a roadblock up here. Around the corner. Not this time.
All units, this is dispatch. Roadblock deployed.
Still ain't named this one yet. I might name this one Black Beauty.
Be advised, suspect entering University Central.
I'll try to get this asshole to slam on the brakes. Slow him down.
Sure, the teeth. Pretty and thick.
Suspects hitting traffic like crazy.
Suspect last seen entering Apollonia District. This is dispatch. Roadblock deployed.
Not so speedy now, punk.
This is dispatch. You're authorized to take that perp out.
I think we could end this real soon, Control.
You wanna fuck with me?
Your ass kicked here.
Be advised, suspect entering
Much as I
University
dust
Central.
y'all off. Y'all pushing all time.
Gonna get my hands on them soon.
Getting hit pretty hard here.
Roadblock deployed.
Let me try to get this pump to hit the brakes.
Whee!
When the hell did street racers learn to fly? Can't hold on much longer.
Suspect last seen entering West Brook.
Gonna get in front and try and slow him down.
Finally let loose. What you telling me?
Well, shit, that didn't work.
I'm hot. It's a no improved hood hot.
This is getting interesting.
Spike strip up ahead should stop him. All units, we have a visual on the person entering Gilmore.
Ah, cut that.
Going for the vehicle side there.
Oh, good slam.
Control the vehicle.
Hey, it's my fan.
We don't have much juice left.
You got the juice now, Grandma.
All units, state we lost that suspect in Apollonia district.
Scan the streets. Find this car.
In the cut, rolling dookies up. Wake up, gotta get my cake up. In the cut, rolling dookies up. Rolling, having
Going
slow
off the
guy.
chase team. Suspect got away from us.
Rolling, monkey see that I'm holding. Thinking she hot before she even gets a chance to smoke it. Pushing on the shoe speaker component. I don't just miss shit. I own it. Getting better. This ain't my getaway car. Snow possible this evening. Even though it's already cold as balls. I like snow. I enjoy snow. I hate walking in snow, but I love snow. Fresh powder on the floor. That makes me feel like a cocoa. All happy inside and warm and fuzzy. I don't wanna. They changing work schedules around. Me and the work wife. We gonna be running this shit. First week of February. Like, big boss. He's sick. He's in the hospital again. And then my work girlfriend, she'll be next in charge. She going on vacation. Leaving the work wife in the line of progression. Then after the work wife is me. She'll be on top of things, but she'll be freaking out a lot. Which means a lot of shit won't come to me. She, oh, freaking out. Relax, calm down, stop breathing. Fuck that shit. I'm thinking about leaving. While you're at home enjoying your day off, I'm at work. Like, please. I don't know what to rhyme at all. I can't believe the day just started. What if there's some simple explanation for this shit? I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of all this shit. Alright, lady. Breathe before you get all crazy. Alright, I breathe. And I still want to snap. You know what? I'm tired of this shit. You can have it back. Something like that. So, I get to step up. I'll enjoy it. Definitely enjoy it. So it's gonna be me and the work wife. And then Alex. They reinstated Alex. Okay. Put me in charge. Everybody's getting fired and I'm replacing everybody with temps. From Taiwan. Only thing they know is yes. Yes, boss. After I walk off, they'll be like, yes, with confidence. Every time I walk off, they look at each other like, what? Learn Taiwanese. I didn't know you were so fluent in Thai. I picked it up. I had workers. So now that I got my controls fixed, I'm thinking about rearranging my system. So that'll be fun. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, organize my system. Where's my thinking? In your pants. That's what she said. Here we go. PlayStation. Right now, it doesn't show me what I have on my system. Got Need for Speed Unbound, Apex Legends, Dead by Daylight, City Skylines, The Sims 4, Mortal Kombat 10, Cyberpunk 2077, Tiny Tina's Wonderland, Gotham Knights, The Witcher, and Ghost of Tsushima. I'm gonna keep Need for Speed Unbound for sure. Apex Legends is iffy. Like, I like these two games because they're fast paced. I could jump in and I could play. City Skylines and for the pace of things. Like, if I'm gonna slow things down and do single player games, City Skylines might be a little too slow. The Sims 4, I got some building to do. As a change of pace, those two could probably work off each other. get my creative juices going. Because I like to be creative. That's why, that's why I love The Sims 4. Being able to build, I love. I'm on my second playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077. Like, it's iffy. Gotham Knights. Like, I don't even care to complete the story, to be honest. I get my superhero fix. You know, the mission never ends. You know, Batman shit. Completing the story mode, like that, and the mission never ends, you know? Like, the story ends, but the mission never ends. Trying to keep the streets safe. Ghost of Tsushima and The Witcher. I'm in too deep in WWE 2K24. I'm in too deep. I started creating shows and stuff. It takes so long to create a show sometimes. Same thing with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I'm in so deep. Cause like those games I get my creativeness on. You know what I mean? Like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is made to create. I don't care what nobody says. It's not a traditional fighting game. Health levels here and, you know, health bars. One person got 12 health bars while another person only got 4 and shit like that. It's not made to be a competitive fighting game. It's not. It's made to create. It's a fan fiction creator. And that's what I've been doing. I've been creating my fan fiction. I got a Future Trunks story arc right now going where it's all about Future Trunks. You see, the way I see it, Future Trunks is the Flash of Justice League. The Flash whole storyline, basically his best storyline anyway, is jumping through multiple universes. And that's what Trunks do. And before he got into the main Z timeline, which is his official entry into Dragon Ball Z lore. Like, Trunks is one of the most important Dragon Ball Z characters, him and Cell. But I'll get back to that. He had to have went to different timelines where it wasn't the timeline he was looking for. And that's the story. Throughout the timeline, he finds Bardock, who is also another time-traveling Saiyan. He finds a couple other people. You know, eventually gives Goku and them eventually we get into, you know, storyline somewhere. But in this Future Trunks, from this timeline we're following, because it's a different Future Trunks. The 2 androids is Metal Cooler and Mecha Frieza. And then the way to tie it into the main timeline, we're going to tie it into the super timeline. And before they get to the finals, you know, with Universe 1 through 8, 1 through 7, you know, wherever the Tournament of Power takes place, they're like, his universe is going to get erased by Jiren and them. His universe is going to lose to Jiren and them. And in turn, Jiren's universe, you know, they lose the main universe, the Goku Super, and Android 17 wishes back all the erased universes, therefore bringing back that Trunks universe. Now, this is why Trunks is one of the most important characters of Dragon Ball Z, because Trunks himself he creates the multiverse, the existence of future Trunks, and the Cell story arc establishes the multiverse. This is why they couldn't, even though they couldn't destroy the multiverse and they had to make multiverses real, and they had to do a tournament of power to be like, well, this is the main storyline. Super is part of Z. It's a continuation of Z as the main canon. This is why they had to have a tournament of power, because the existence of future Trunks himself in Z establishes multiple timelines. No matter how much they try to be like, we destroyed the time rings, whatever the fuck, multiple timelines don't exist, they will always exist if Super is canon to Z. And if Super's not canon to Z, then it's still another multiverse. Because future Trunks is from a different timeline. Cell is from a different timeline than future Trunks, already establishing 3 timelines in Z. The Z timeline, the future Trunks timeline, and then the Cell timeline. We have 3 multiverses established in Z, not including non-canon movies which create their own multiverse. History of Bardock, Tree of Might, and all this shit that's not canon. Those create multiple timelines themselves. Future Trunks is just the first one to make it official by being an official canon. That's why Future Trunks and Cell are 2 of the most important characters in Dragon Ball Z history. Two of the most important. That's why in Super they like, damn, we want to be canon of the main timeline. Shit, fuck. We can't say that the other timelines never exist, because future Trunks exists. Solidifying multiple timelines, and we can't go against the canon if we want to be canon. That makes us a different universe than the fucking main timeline. So they had to hold the Tournament of Powers. Like, the Tournament of Power doubles as 2 things. One, it established Super as part of the main canon. Like, fuck all the other timelines, we're part of the main canon because we're a continuation of Z. And if you pay attention, they put themselves against, even though they're Z form characters or Dragon Ball form characters, we could probably break down characters from other teams into characters from different intellectual properties. Like Jiren himself is kind of, he's built like a DC character. And then the rabbit, looks like Bugs Bunny from Lunatics Unleashed a little bit. And we're talking about how they all kind of look like Warner Brother properties, which is why Jiren has a Superman feel to him. Yosemite Sam, Bugs Bunny, who else? It was one that compared them to Looney Tunes characters, which are WB properties. Warner Brother properties, also Superman. Jiren is Z's Goku versus Superman. And then just to be like the time stop shit, we could even put his ability into the Marvel realm, as to where Captain America is timeless because Captain America was trapped in a time, kind of like a time loop, where he didn't age for XYZ amount of time. But that's theory. All of that's theory. Right. Time skip. Who's that hit? Captain America. Jared and Superman. But that's the two things. Why? Because in order for... This is why they had to bring back Piccolo's giant form. In order to be the best and to last, they have to be able to scale amongst multiple intellectual properties. Piccolo giant form brings up the question, can Giant Piccolo and an Azuru fight Godzilla and Kong? King of the Monsters. If Godzilla King of Monsters were to attack Dragon Ball Z, Piccolo is their first line of defense. Then they have to find a way for the Saiyans to grow their tail back. And then giant monster fight. That's why Piccolo giant form had to come back. Because Godzilla King of Monsters was raining havoc. They're like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z is cool, but Godzilla represents Japan. What the fuck you talking about? Dragon Ball Z ain't got shit on Godzilla. Like, shit. Fuck. They not wrong. Man, Piccolo whoop Godzilla ass. Like, we got giant monsters too, man. Like, alright, all the Saiyans cut off their tails, bitch. You ain't got no giant monsters. Oh, yeah, hold my beer. Piccolo don't need a tail to grow, bitch. You forgot we had that in the arsenal. Ha-pow! Piccolo versus Godzilla. Godzilla wins all the time because Piccolo isn't even though he's part of the main cast, he's not necessarily protected by plot armor. Like Goku. He's not Goku. So, he's knocked down a few tiers. You know, you got Godzilla, which would be Goku. Kong, I guess, which would be Vegeta. And then you got Ghidorah, or, right, maybe Ghidorah's Vegeta, Godzilla's Goku, and then Kong could be Gohan, making Piccolo Mothra. To be like how far down the line Piccolo falls in power level. What's your power level? Power level in Dragon Ball Z is character tier. Who's the main character? Who's the secondary? You know? Then you're only as good as your bad guy. Which is why Frieza, this is why they had to fight WB characters. If you ask me, Frieza is Dragon Ball Z's Joker. It's just not Batman without Joker. When we do a Batman, we want to see Joker. We don't give a fuck if you throw in Killer Croc. We don't give a fuck if you throw in... I was gonna call this nigga Sub-Zero. Mr. Freeze. We don't give a fuck if you throw in Man-Bat, Clayface, Poison Ivy. We don't give a fuck. Who the fuck is your Joker? All they give a fuck about. Who is your Joker? Joker is pinnacle villain. Like, who the fuck is Dragon Ball Z's Joker? They don't got a Joker. You just know when that nigga hit the scene, Shit's gonna go down. That's why they had to bring Frieza back into a golden form, and why Frieza is always evolving like the Z characters. He's not part of the cast. He's not all buddy, chummy, chummy. But the cast is familiar with him because he's Dragon Ball Z's Joker. And like, fuck! How we let these motherfuckers beat us? They can't do half the shit we could do. They got a Joker. They got a Batman and they got a Joker, nigga. Why you still trying to fight Superman? They got a Batman and a Joker. Even Superman villains like Zod don't compare to the Joker. Lex Luthor don't compare to the Joker. Brainiac don't compare to the Joker. Batman and Joker rivalry is legendary on its own. Fuck those guys. Come on, Frieza. We hate you and we love you. Bring your ass here. Making Frieza, even though he's killable, unkillable. Because he is their Joker. When things get stale, things get rough, fuck it. Throw Frieza in there. What he gonna do this time? What he do last time? We gotta amp it up. How we gonna top that shit? Well, figure it out. Keep it simple, keep it chaotic, and keep it sweet. You know why I like gunpowder and fire? And gasoline? Because it's cheap and inexpensive. Just gotta come cause chaos. Like, why? He's Frieza. It's the Joker. Do he need a reason why? Other than just here to fuck shit up. Sorry. Yeah, I got there because I was talking about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and how Dragon Ball Sparking Zero isn't a fighting game. It's the ultimate fan fiction creator. So, Future Trunks, again, because Frieza is the Joker, Mecha Frieza and Metal Cooler are the androids that came and killed everybody else, causing Trunks to go into the timeline. He teams up with Bardock, who is also traveling through timelines. Well, he traveled to this Bardock, traveled to the Demon Realm in his timeline jump. He meets Future Trunks because Future Trunks jumping through timelines looking for strong fighters to help him fight the android. He teams up with Future Trunks. They go to another dimension and they find Gogeta and Vegito, who are permanently fused, and they find, is it Broly? I think it's Broly. And that's their Z-Cast. You know? So, Janemba, Super Janemba, is Future Trunks' arch nemesis. Why? His attack. He got instead of an instant transmission, he has the interdimensional ship, which means he could travel in and out of multiple dimensions, making him a multi-dimensional threat. He's the one that could travel through dimensions like Trunks can without a time machine. In this universe, Super Janemba is one of the 5 demon lords. You got Deborah, Furus, Super Janemba. Shit. Damn, I forgot who the other 2 are right now. But anyway, after they come back and destroy the androids, the 5 demon lords, they come through. Oh, it's the big guy. It's a big guy that looks like a demon. I forget. Garlic Jr. I think he's one of them. And it's a big orange bug looking guy. I can't remember because we need a reason for Piccolo to go giant. No, for who's on it? We needed for Bardock to use his Azuru form. That's why. So it's the big giant guy. But anyway, right after they destroy the androids, because he found Bardock in the demon world, saved Bardock from the Brewer. They jump into the time stream. They didn't kill the Boar. They just held them off long enough because at this point they're not necessarily that strong. Because it's all about where you meet in the store that determines power level. You know? So they escape into the time thing. Deborah calls a truce with the 5 demon kings, the 5 demon lords, and they go chase after Bardock. No, because outside of Janemba, Bardock was the first person they ever seen from a different dimension. And then this other person comes and he's traveling from a different dimension. Enough to cause intrigue. They want to find out who, what, where, why, when. So like when I say immediately, they're all like, yeah! Fuck those androids. They could suck a robot dick. Boom! Michael Bay explosion. You ain't got time to celebrate, bitches. Demon lords are here. Each one of them grab a demon lord, and by this point we're gonna have like Avenger style time travel watches or whatever to explain it all. But they all grab one and they take them to different dimensions, and then they try to all meet back up, you know, while trying to lose the demon lords and shit. Then eventually, big fight, they win. After that, they go into the Tournament of Power, because this is how I'm going to end the story arc. Like, I got 50 episodes. I'm supposed to have 50 episodes. They go into the Tournament of Power arc, this type of thing, where Omega Shenron is going to be their Supreme Kai, their Kai over it, you know, the universe, whatever type shit. Now, you know, who he basically responds and complies with the Omni King, with Zeno. You know, Zeno calls him. He's their angel, he's their god of whatever. Hey guys! I've been, you know, watching this shit, and the universe is in peril. Like, which one? Yes. All of them. There's a multiversal battle, and every universe that loses will be destroyed. So they basically get destroyed in the preliminary matches, and not the final round, which would be the tournament of power. I want them to lose to Jaren team, because Jaren team is canon. Because the team is canon, it takes their loss to be canon. And with Jiren's team's loss and Android 17 wishing all the universes back, it brings their universe back as canon. Like, how far off from the main timeline is it? Like, not too far off. We just didn't see it because it was a side story. It was a side quest. Bam, bitches. And then after that, I'm gonna do my Team Wolfang Fist storyline. My Team Wolfang Fist storyline. We're following Yamcha, Tien, Broly, Gotenks, and Krillin. Yamcha is our focus. This takes place sometime during Super. To be like, where does it take place? It definitely takes place after Beerus, the introduction of Beerus. Everybody's getting stronger. The side characters no longer matter. Yamcha's tired of this shit. He's dusting off the gi. Yamcha, you're crazy. Those guys are miles and miles and miles ahead of you. Well, if I'm crazy to think that I could catch up, Goku and Vegeta could never beat Beerus and Whis. Because they're miles and miles and miles ahead of them. And that's what Dragon Ball Z is all about. Overcoming that distance, overcoming that gap. Leveling up. So, that's how Yamcha and them get strong. That's how we have Goku and Vegeta by the balls. By the Dragon Balls. Not the fandom. Because if the fans can say all they want, they'll never catch up because they're just too far ahead. Then that's my argument for Goku and Vegeta beating Whis and Beerus. They're just too far ahead. Dragon Ball Z is all about catching up. If they can't catch up, then they can never catch up. Get what I'm saying? Not saying that they'll beat them, but when I say catch up, be respectable fighters in the lane. You know, Goku is protected by plot armor. Vegeta is now protected by plot armor, believe it or not. Vegeta and Goku are now Superman and Batman, Iron Man and Captain America. That's where they stand. They're now just two respected entities that technically can stand on their own. They just haven't given Vegeta a spin-off because it'll look tacky. So, if they can never catch up, then they can never catch up. That's the trickle-down effect. If they can't catch up, then they can catch up. That's the trickle-down effect. Get what I'm saying? So, it'll be Team Wolfang Fist training to become better, to catch up, because they're tired of that shit. Now I'm just heading the class, head of the class, heading everything. Goten and Trunks, they were training, right? They all go to Master Roshi for training. This is how we get Gotenks in the mix. That's why I wish they had Team Goten and Team Trunks from GT. I think that would be cool to have that upgrade on Dragon Ball Sparkle Zero. But they are. Everybody goes to train with Master Roshi. Broly, still unable to control his rage, get heated in battle, and he kind of starts spazzing out. Goten and Trunks, they form Goten to try to, hold him back with the Super Saiyan 3. But they push themselves so far that they become fused for a longer period of time, giving us Gotenks as a character. Right, they break the limit of the fusion dance, which is just supposed to be a few minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on the power exerted. They break that, and Gotenks as a character is now, he has to get stronger and better type shit. Just to, they fought Broly to a standstill, and just fighting him to a standstill, they exerted too much power and couldn't untransform. So that's how we get Gotenks as a character. Yeah, I kind of got it all worked out a bit. So they go. It's kind of a spin-off though. It's not necessarily like now, but I want it to be after Beerus. I want it to be like familiar characters, right? So to set Beerus, Goku, Vegeta at the top, at least. We got them. They go train with Master Roshi. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta change the story because I did have a kind of slightly different story. Yeah, I gotta change the story. But they all go again and they do multiple tournaments. They're gonna use the time machine, the universe machine at this point. It's not a time machine. The universe machine, and fight in multiversal tournaments. So we could have characters, familiar characters, still in the story while being unfamiliar at the same time. Like, hell no, they'll never. Then we probably have them come across the main cast. Like, see where they, just as a measuring stick. Whose stick is bigger. You know what I mean? Because it's a universal machine. It can jump through different universes. To travel and fight different versions of the characters. But man, hell no, it'll never go like that. It gotta be a different universe. Like, yeah, it is a different universe. I figured that. Cause Piccolo will beat Krillin ass. Like, I don't know, man. This version of Krillin a little different. He with the shit. I don't care how fucking Krillin, how much Krillin with the shit. Piccolo will beat his ass. And that's his character tier though. How characters are written. In the main canon, Krillin is below Piccolo. So because he's written to be below Piccolo, he will always be below Piccolo in the fans' eyes, no matter how good he gets. That's why it can't be part of the main timeline. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Anyway, enough chatting your ears off. Let me see what I'm going to do with this. Peace.